Boston Richie people. Like Boston, I think that's Boston Richie's brother, bro. I talk to him a lot. I don't try to get in between this. Really, if you ask me, my disposition, because you know I'm an opinionated person, I usually believe that we just have to have more discretion. Like again, this whole snitching shit started with when people like obviously people always say they don't like snitches, but like the most obvious version of it was like 6ix9ine sitting up in federal court, literally saying that's the nigga, right? You sitting on the stand pointing out people out, we get it. But now snitching has almost kind of been like, yo, hey, did you say something to the police other than lawyer? I don't know. Okay. Facts, you here?
Yeah, yo, what I was saying was like it would like Jake, and this is no funny shit, right? Like he moved the goalposts so much, like, and I respect what he do, like, and like it ain't no hate towards him because I really don't care if he snitched or didn't snitch, but it's like like we gotta call people out on their bullshit, and because I like him, I'm
Yeah.
gonna call him out. You know what I mean? Like I watch him, so I'm gonna tell him his right and his wrongs. Just
Yeah.
like if it was you, I'm gonna tell you your right and your wrongs.
True,
And
true.
what he did was wrong, 100% completely wrong. He classified other people as rats for saying names, even like Boston Richie, right? Whatever the case may be. Like anytime you do that, that's talent. Like that's literally talent. Is no other way around it. And that's from his standard. You heard?
Mm, okay. Now I get it. I texted Jake. He said he's on the phone. I said, are you good? I said people are wilding. Just saying random stuff about you. I don't want you to your name to really get just like tarnished. Whatever he says he's good. But I say, yo, listen, if you're around, you can pull up the Discord. But listen, I ain't gonna lie, man. I hate this whole topic, dog. Yo, truth be told, bro, I hate it, but I'm intrigued by it. So I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of am the messy
Why?
nigga. I'm the messy nigga
Wait.
when it
Okay.
comes to this because I don't
Act.
really. You won't ever hear
Why do
me
you
make a
hate it?
huh?
Why do you hate it, brother? Why do you hate it?
Because I'm gonna tell you why I hate it. Wait, who just asked that? That was a great question. Who's that? Is that
This is hey, it's Akita. It's Akita. I'm
Sakita? Oh,
back,
okay,
bro.
okay.
What's good?
I'm gonna tell you why I hate it. Because, you know, here's the thing. Being a snitch is a scarlet letter when it comes to being a rapper. That kills your career. And I do think there's like levels and a lot of different things. Put it like this. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like I be watching a lot of these interrogation footages, and I know people keep saying, "Oh no, if you a gangster, you're supposed to be a gangster from birth." But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Maybe I just way tougher than me. If you in the interrogation room at 16, 17, bro, I'm not saying you're like giving up your homies, but bro, sometimes you say too much. But that's not snitching. Like to me, that's not snitching. That's just you not really knowing your rights. You not knowing, oh, just say lawyer instead of explaining. Sometimes you think you could explain your way out of a jam. Sometimes you think you could lie your way out of a jam. So if I'm supposed to now think that you need to have a perfect track record to be a gangster, I just feel like it's unreasonable. I really think
You
it's
you
unreasonable.
you see, act. That's the problem right there. Once you like, not you, but once anybody decide to be in the streets, bro, right? This is anybody. Like even me, when I was a street nigga, when I was doing shit in the streets, I learned and watched the older niggas that was in the streets. We knew once you stepped off the porch, you knew you'd give up no information to the police. Is no way that you could get confused or not know what any of that shit, bro. Once you give up information,
Yo,
that's snitching.
facts.
Is
Yo,
no
yo,
ifs,
yo,
ands, or
yo, yo,
buts.
yo, facts. Snitching. All right, hold on. Okay, it's one thing if you're like, yo, all right, you brought me in for a robbery I did, and I told you the niggas who I did the robbery with, or we stole a car, and bro, it's that's one thing. I get that, but it's another thing if you're like, yo, you think you could lie to the detectives, or you're just talking, trying to get out of a jam, bro. Like, are we really trying to like honestly with the Boston Richie shit? Again, I'm not a street nigga, so whatever y'all feel about it, like y'all are way more, and this is why I don't get involved in that. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like a 17 or 16-year-old, my nigga, you just trying to get out, bro. And by the way, I don't think he was just like, oh, I'm gonna throw another nigga under the bus to get out. I think he thought he was trying to like make up some shit, and I just don't think that's snitching. I don't think it's snitching. Truthfully, that's just
bro.
me.
If that nigga was in the streets, act, and I know
Bro,
this
he's
is like a circle
16. Yo, that's my
conversation, but
whole
if that
thing.
nigga was in
Yo,
the
bro, he's
streets, he did bad.
16. Yo, facts. He's 16, 17,
I don't,
bro.
act. I don't care,
Yo,
act.
yo,
If
yo,
you
yo,
was fucking
yo,
12,
chat.
if you
I've told you,
decide,
nah,
act. Come
man.
on,
Yo, it
act.
does matter. Yo,
No,
yo,
bro.
chat. Like, I don't know if I think I told y'all though, bro. I've been like, of course, unwarranted, but asked questions by the cops, and like their demeanor was like, yo, bro, like I'm a young kid at this point with no resources. I'm not academics who could get 10 million lawyers. It's not that. You're a kid who's saying, how do I don't think I did nothing wrong. I'm trying to get out of here. It's not like I'm like, oh, I know what's going on, whatever. You're just trying to explain, I'm innocent, I'm good. Bro, how are we like acting like a 16-year-old should be acting
You,
like a fucking serial killer in terms
you,
of
you,
having a stoic face and not talking to the cops and pleading the fifth or just saying, take me to jail. Bro, it don't happen like that,
because
bro.
act when you act because bro, like it's point blank period. When you go in the streets, bro, is you know not to tell. Niggas
Yo,
talk
yo,
about
hold
that
on,
shit
hold on.
all the time.
Yo,
Act,
yo,
you know not to tell once
yo,
you in the
Dio,
streets, bro.
No, hold on, yo, yo, all right. I'm watching YouTube. You don't got to delete his message. It's fine. You can leave it. Bro, like, this is chat. Like, they could criticize me, whatever. Dio and Joe 2 times. Like, Dio said he was like, yo, axe a bias clown. It's fine. And Joe 2 times said I'm copping police. I'm not copping police for Boston Richie. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm trying to say is that when you are a young kid, even if you into some shit or you're not into some shit, whether you're a square or not a square, my nigga, again, unless you're agreeing with the cops that you're cooperating, bro, it's hard for me to call you a snitch. Bro, niggas throw cuffs on you for whatever probable cause, bring you down to the station. You're probably
All
just trying to
right,
get home,
all
bro.
right.
Okay,
So I got a question.
brother,
I got
brother.
I got
Let
I
me
got a question. My question is
go ahead.
this. It's 16 and 17-year-olds niggas that's 15, 16 and 17-year-olds niggas right now that's in the street, right? They get caught up for shooting a nigga. They know if it's right or wrong. They know that they wasn't supposed to have that gun.
Yo.
We can't
Yo.
switch it.
Facts. And I love you. By the way, facts. Everybody who watching this, I know sometimes y'all just be like, yo. Sometimes y'all might not be familiar who I'm talking to. This is facts. It's one of our chat niggas right here. Somebody who really hold it down for us. So this is really a family conversation. Facts. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you though, brother. And actually, I'm gonna ask you a question. I want to ask everybody in a question. I see AJ just popped in here too.
My dog.
Y'all ain't see when Tay-K got sentenced. He ain't bring up the fact he was a little kid. Tay-K was the same age we talking about. Tay-K was too. I'm not saying he snitched or whatever, none of the case, but he was a nigga who was basically trying to say, bro, I'm a young kid who didn't really know, like, bro, like, I got railroad. Like, all I'm trying to say is that y'all are trying to expect 15 and 16-year-olds to be knowledgeable and also be in the space where they conduct themselves with the utmost of street nigga morals when they're talking to the police at 16 and 15?
Yes, you decided to pick that gun up. You
No.
decided to not listen to your mother. You decided to join a gang. Yes,
Really?
100%.
But they don't have the facts. They don't have the experience to know
Bro,
what
it
to
doesn't
say and
matter,
what not
bro.
to say, bro.
Yo, facts.
It's not like you. Hold on, facts. It's
I'll
not
also
like you
ask
join
you,
a gang and these niggas
I'll
sit
also
you
ask
down
you,
and you have a fucking meeting
have
about
you
what
watched
to say.
Tay-K? Have you watched Tay-K over the years? Literally talk about his case and about how other people got less time. Bro, this nigga
Yeah,
basically,
100%.
bro, he basically always uses the fact, yo, I was a little kid, I didn't know this. Look how this person got a break. Bro, he's mentioned mad times. I wasn't the one who pulled the trigger. Bro, so you're telling me, remember, Tay-K's whole thing, which by the way, he's doing 55 years. You're telling me his shit don't come, if by your definition, his shit comes close to snitching. My
His
definition
shit.
says because he's always pointing the finger at somebody else. He pointed the finger at the white bitch.
He pointing the finger.
He's always saying, y'all gave me 55. Yes, I was a young teen who made a song called A Race and I got off type shit. Like I was being like, you know, like rambunctious and I ran away for a while. But what about this white bitch that really set up this goddamn robbery? What about the nigga who pulled the trigger? He's always talking about his codies. What are you talking about?
That's right.
Is he a snitch?
Got the most time? Because that nigga made that fucking flyer. He made that fucking song, and he thought he was tough when he was in the streets. And that nigga did that shit. He knew what he was doing, bro. When he made that song, The Race,
I'm asking you if TK's a snitch. Hold on. I'm asking you by your definition, is TK a snitch? Because every time TK talks about his case, he talks about other niggas being more guilty than him. He don't sit there and be like, yo, whatever it is, it is. He keeps talking about she's planned it. He shot him. I never did shit. Ain't that snitching? Bro, come on.
The case is already done.
Correct.
Like, he's bitter.
Oh, my God. Oh, this
He's
this is a snitch.
But you don't. But you no. Wait. Facts. But you ducking the question. Do you think that he's snitching by saying these things?
Yeah,
If
yo.
that's what it is, if he's saying that, then yeah, he's snitching. But he's only saying
Okay,
that
hold on.
and the bitterness.
Hey, hold on. Hey, in fact, this is where this whole snitching shit blow
Yeah,
up.
that's a wrap,
Because, all right, if we start talking about Rondo number 9, his lawyer filed paperwork saying, why y'all got him convicted for life for a murder that in reality, if you look at the facts of the case, it looked like his co-defendant did the shit. Is that snitching?
If Rondo number 9 okayed that shit and he
Of
told
course,
his
your lawyer
okay,
did it.
you put that
Your
out,
lawyer
that's
cannot.
snitching.
Your lawyer cannot. Let me tell you this. I'm fighting a couple civil suits from a couple people trying to sue me. My lawyer don't file nothing in court without saying, "Hey, we drafted this. Look it over. Do you want us to file this?" They'll give their opinion. We think this is how we should do it. I have to say, okay. In a criminal case, you think that his lawyers is talking shit and he don't know? He's approving it.
If that's the case, then Rondo number 9 is a fucking rat. There's no moving the goalpost, act. Like, it ain't no moving the goalpost, bro. Once you step off that porch and become a street nigga, bro, you a fucking street nigga, bro. You gotta move by them rules, bro. When I got shot, I ain't tell on nobody. I ain't tell.
This is frustrating.
Ain't no telling.
AJ, what do you think about this shit?
I think the niggas are right.
You think who's a rat?
I think Jake snitch, bro. Like, you say name, you snitch.
So Jake was up in the interrogation room, or not interrogation room, but he was giving a statement, I guess, about the fight that happened. Do you still think he's a snitch if he's commented on something that the COs also saw?
Yeah, snitch, bro. You don't talk to the police, bro.
But he's locked up. Like, this shit happened when he's incarcerated. It's not the police, it's the CO.
Nigga, they're a cop. They wear a badge. I'm not talking to you.
Oh my God.
Yo, act. You not understanding. Act, you not understanding, bro. If you talk to the cops, you a op.
What?
No. Fuck that. Act. You need to, bro. Act. You need to give the chat, bro. Tell everybody that's listening, bro. In your own words, what do you define as a snitch? What do you define as snitching?
Hold on.
That's what you need to do.
Okay. No. I'll do that. But this is why I need Fax and even AJ, because this is my whole problem with this topic. Everybody got different. Okay, so what's Akademiks' definition of snitching? You cannot you cannot be a snitch, in my opinion, if you're not helping your situation by throwing somebody under the bus. You cannot be a snitch. That's it. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, if whatever reason you said a name, if you're not getting no benefit from saying that name, I don't call you a snitch, my nigga. A snitch is a person who says, I did the same crime, or I'm in the streets, like say with an op, and we keeping it in the streets, but I got caught, and now we're not keeping it in the streets. We're keeping it in the courtroom and in plea deals. That's what I call a snitch, because you're supposed to keep it in the streets and you're no longer doing that. That's what I call a snitch, right? But here's how everybody else is calling a snitch. Basically, if you say anything to the cops, even if it don't result in arrest, convictions, no jail time, bro, y'all gonna have a situation. I promise you, every street nigga, and I'm telling you, this is why. Listen, recently, I don't know, like me and Jake, we talk actually in person, but like we've been getting a lot of body cam and certain type of footage about a lot of these rappers. You know why I never ask about interrogation footage? Cause if every rapper y'all look up to are real street niggas, you ain't no real street nigga if you ain't never get interrogated by the cops. You're not doing shit then. Like the cops ain't dumb. If you shooting at niggas, you beat niggas up, jumping niggas, you in a gang, your homies killing niggas, you're going to get interrogated by the cops, right? Eventually, right? Which means every street nigga in the motherfucking game has a interrogation footage. Like Young and Ace, like Fulio, even though Fulio was just like, I ain't saying shit. You have interrogation footages. My thing is that unless you're agreeing with the people investigating you to help prosecute somebody, I don't call you a snitch.
All right, yo, Act. Look, listen, real quick, bro. All right,
Hey,
let's say a girl you fucking with, right? You fuck with
yo,
Shorty heavy.
okay,
Look, she's like, hey, Act. I brought my homegirl with me. I want to have a good time tonight. However, could we go pick up some weed, bro? And so y'all go to a gas station, bro.
okay,
That's where the plug's at. That's where the plug's at.
cool.
Hear me out, bro. I know. Look, I don't want to stretch it out. I'm not gonna stretch it out. Look,
Pause.
Shorty's like, yo, this is where the plug's at. Meet us at this gas station. You pull up to the gas station.
Mm-hmm.
Another nigga starts shooting at the plug that you're supposed to buy weed from.
Mm-hmm.
So now, so now you like, damn, what the fuck? We involved. Okay, so we leave. But the cops are like, hey, we seen your Urus, Mr. Academics.
Hey,
You were at this gas station.
yeah,
Like we seen your girl talking to this guy. You were at that gas station.
yeah.
Who was the shooter?
Okay. All right. So I'm being very honest how I would deal with it. If I knew I was already doing something that was in the realm of illegality and I'm driving, I don't care if it's a Urus, a Bentley, a fucking
It's
like
just weed.
Bugatti. No. But hear what I'm saying. If I drive there and I see some shit happen, because I know, again, put it like this. It's like me driving down the road. If I'm not doing nothing wrong, even if I see something, I can tell the cops I ain't helping. But in this situation where I know I'm doing something that might not be on the up and up, like obviously, like in my state, weed is legal, so niggas ain't doing that type of shit. But let's say it's illegal. Hey, if you want to charge me for go picking up weed, charge me for picking up weed. But I don't know nothing about what happened. Because you know why? I know I should have never been over there to go pick up weed in the first place. I'm not saying nothing about nobody else's shit. Because I know what I was doing was illegal. So my thing is, I'm down to take the ramifications for just that. Now, granted, if let's say the niggas who I know or people like say I know everything that happened and everybody's pointing out, they're saying that I did the murder, that's different. You ain't, I'm not no crash dummy. You will not just pin your fucking crime on me. But if it's not that, bro, I don't know what happened. Like, yo, I was just gonna pick up weed. Yo, if you're gonna charge me for weed, if you're gonna charge me for weed possession, charge me. It's cool. But yeah, a murder happened. I don't know nothing about that. I got nothing to do with me. I just came for weed. I ain't see shit. I was focused on the weed. That's all I was focused on. The weed. I came here for the weed. Yes, that was illegal. I'm guilty of that. But that other shit with the murder, I ain't see this shit. I was focused over here. I got tunnel vision. I'm like Kodak. I got tunnel vision, nigga. What was going over there? I ain't got nothing to do with me. That's what I would say.
Yo, Act, this the thing, right? The Jake shit. Like, he was saying that he wrote a grievance, and in the grievance, he had to say what happened. Like, he's trying to say that that was his narrative. Like, the crazy thing is, I've been locked up. You don't got to say what happened in the grievance. You don't got to tell him anything. He told everything that happened. He said he told everything that happened because the police seen it. He didn't have to tell that. He didn't have to say that guy name. He still could have said, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like he said the guy name. Like any sort, bro. If you give a fucking zip code, academics, you hear me? Act when I got shot,
Yeah,
bro. The cops asked me what my name. I gave them a fucking fake name. You heard?
you get a
I
fake
swear to
name.
God.
Why'd you give him a fake? Wait, wait. So you got shot. Where'd you get shot? Like, let's not get too much into it, but like, where'd you get shot?
You said what?
Like, where'd you get shot? Like,
I got shot in my. I got shot in my chest. I
okay.
got shot in my chest and my
So
hip.
so you're on like the little gurney shit, right?
Yeah.
And they ask you what they ask you what is,
They asked me my name. There's like, what's your name?
and
And
you
I
still
gave them a
lied.
fake name.
Yeah, nah, you're a different type of gangster. I would have definitely told my name, nigga. I would have told my name. I would have given my health insurance. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even remember my health insurance member ID, but I'm gonna remember that bitch because y'all niggas got to give me the surgery needed for me to survive. Fuck
But
that shit. I paid too
that
much.
was when I was on street shit. That was
Oh,
when I
y'all
was a
niggas on too
young
much
dumb
street shit.
nigga.
What the
I
hell,
ain't. I'm saying,
nigga? I would have told him my name and pulled out my fucking emergency card and be like, listen, whatever. Like, yo, I'm good with all these pharmacies. We could get some medication. Hell nah. Wait, why'd you tell him a fake name though?
you just don't give up. No, I wasn't giving up. I was a street nigga. And I think I had like 2 warrants at that time. Like I
Yo,
wasn't giving up
yo,
no
facts.
names or
Yo,
nothing. Like,
facts. Facts. You was gonna die over your name?
bro, I was not giving up no information, bro.
I ain't gonna
Like
lie,
dead ass. That's
that's
just that.
dedication right there. I ain't down over that. I'm gonna
Wasn't
tell him
giving
my
up
name.
no like. And I wasn't even thinking about nothing. It's just I'm not saying like when I was in the streets, like during that time I got shot, I was really in the streets, so I wasn't even thinking about nothing. It's just straight staying loyal to the code, like no telling or nothing, bro. Yo, Act, I got a son, right, Act? And this is a little too much information, but I'ma still say it. I got locked up for a crime that allegedly I did or didn't do. They asked me what's the nigga name that I did the crime with allegedly. They said if you give us this nigga name, we'll let you go home. Yo, Act. My son was born when I was in jail because I didn't give a nigga name up. You heard?
Wait, what?
I didn't see my son born because I was locked up because I didn't give a nigga name up.
Gangster.
Oh, so you was on your
Facts.
blueface shit.
Okay, wait,
Yeah,
wait, wait, wait.
I
Facts,
was
Now you
gonna
facts,
say,
gangster,
facts.
bro. I
like,
ain't lying.
Honest question, facts. Do you regret that?
No, no. When
So you do
bro,
not regret being there to witness your child being born into the world because you
bro,
held it up as a street nigga.
bro, listen, it's not even when I was on that timing, bro, it was that. It ain't no regrets from that shit, bro. You gotta understand, bro. When you got a son, bro, imagine your son going to school, nigga. You a father of a rat. Your father's a rat, nigga. That's nigga. You
No, no,
know
hold on.
that's
Yeah,
trauma.
hold
You know
on,
how
hold on. Wait, wait,
traumatizing
wait,
that
wait, wait.
is.
Yo, facts. You're just giving your name. You're not ratting. Like, is this your name, brother?
Nah, I'm not saying nothing, bro.
Yo, facts. If you were that anti against niggas know your name, you'd even be online. Like, nigga, we know your name is Facts, or even your nickname is Facts. Like, bro, like my nigga, your
Yo, act.
nickname is Facts. Like,
Look.
we know
That's
it.
when I
You have
was.
a
That's
screen
when I
name,
was.
bro. You're telling me that rather than just tell them some type of pseudonym or a nickname or your real name, that you could make it to your newborn's like birth, you were like, nah, cause this could be snitching.
Nah, I was locked up. They wanted me to tell on somebody so I could come home. I ain't give up no information, so I just did the little 8 months and took it to trial and beat the case because they ain't have no information. They ain't have enough information.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie, it's shit like this that made me realize, yo, like niggas like Facts is way more gangster than me, man.
I
So if
used to
presented
be
with the
like
Y'all
that.
niggas
Like
if
said that
presented
little
with the
eight
case,
months.
if
Eight.
presented with the choice to do it again, you would do it again repeatedly. No
yes,
change.
I'm not a snitch,
W.
bro. I
Damn.
don't never tell, bro.
Damn.
You
Never?
set
Hey
a
yo,
good
Act.
example, bro.
Yo, what up?
Hey yo, Act. My boy, 1090 Jake said it was a misunderstanding.
Nah, he ain't say that. Stop lying.
But he said it's a misunderstanding what's going on, man.
Nah, stop lying. Why y'all be playing with Jake like that?
The sad part is he actually did to himself because he calling out everybody else and you know what I'm saying? He did it to himself. If niggas wouldn't have cared, if
Right.
he wouldn't have been doing that shit, bro.
So act. Do you think this nigga is a snitch from here on out?
Who?
Yes or no?
Who? 1090 Jake?
This nigga 1090. Yes.
Okay. That's a great question. Actually, it's a great question to wrap up this segment. Here's what I honestly believe, but I can't tell people how to think. I think that 1090 Jake, and I think he's doing it now. I just think Boston Richie is a very sensitive thing because a lot of the hype or a lot of like, put like this, when you made like no disrespect, but a lot of 1090 Jake's career thus far has been the stamp on Boston Richie. You can't go back on that. You get what I mean? So like that's what I was gonna even tell his brother. Like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hey, I don't think he really gives a fuck about Boston Richie versus Young and A's. But whoever made his name or made like, kind of stamped or like, gave the most clout to the shit, he can't go back on. Like if he came back and be like, yeah, I mean, now that we've seen some more shit, maybe maybe Boston Richie wasn't like whatever. You'd be like, what the fuck? He could do that with Young and Ace. He can't do that with Boston Richie. He has to stand on that Boston Richie shit forever, which it is what it is. You know what I mean?
So
Totally correct.
Yo, chat. I'm not 1090 Jake's lawyer.
Heard.
I'm just telling you the reality of it. Yo, if put like this, if I made my career off reporting that rapper A's chain got snatched, right? Let's say we find out later it didn't really got snatched and there was a gray area. Bro, I don't make my career off his chain got snatched. Bro, I'm about to have to give y'all another explanation where I'm still right, but I'll correct it. Or I'll just ignore it, my nigga. Like, why the fuck would I go correct that? I just made my career. Yo, 1090 Jake. Without
I don't want to be disrespectful, bro. Like, look, so just how you just said that, bro, and I swear to God, bro, I don't mean it like that, but just playing devil's advocate, people could say that about the war in Chirac. Just how you just exactly explain what you said, bro.
Yo, what the fuck is you talking about, bro?
No. All right. Well, okay. Try to make that explanation for me.
These niggas. All right, I got muted, bro. All right, so just how you said, bros, perpetuating like he's making a whole like scene out of it, bro. The same time, people could say the same shit about the war in Chirac, bro.
No. Hold on. I'm going to tell you why no. Because now, first of all, I'm already solidified. Second of all, now I know more information. Hold on. Now I know more information. You could clip this, tweet this, do whatever you want with it. I'm the nigga who first called Lil Reese the Grim Reaper. I'll tell you now, right now, if I went back, I would have never called Lil Reese the Grim Reaper. I would have called that nigga 051 Melly or whatever the fuck that nigga name is. Call him the Grim Reaper. Like, bro, I didn't know that nigga was killing mad niggas. Like, I thought Reese was like that. Bro, again, I'm like, I don't have to keep like, oh no, no. Bro, I made that Grim Reaper thing. I not even knowing if Reese was like, I mean, I knew he was in that life and kind of like that, but I didn't know if he was really getting niggas whacked. Now that I know all this shit from all these other channels, if I was going to call somebody the Grim Reaper, it wouldn't be Lil Reese. The fuck?
No, yo, so
okay,
out of respect, hold up, Akita, out of respect.
Go ahead,
out of respect, bruh, again, I'm only here because I fuck with you. Like, it's a vibe, bro. Like, I fuck with you. I know you're not, I know you're not that person. However, playing devil's advocate,
okay,
can you understand how some people would like try to reach? And you feel me? Like they reach,
what do you mean? No,
but it's still a conversation that could be had.
No, but hear what I'm saying. Okay, you're trying to make a point, and by the way, I'm embracing the point, but I'm trying to also help you and also educate you. The place where Akademiks is at, with all due respect to Lil Reese, me and Lil Reese not even on the same level. I could say Lil Reese was the fucking Twinkle Bell of Chicago. It wouldn't affect my career. I'm not in the place where I need to keep perpetuating that he was the Grim Reaper. Okay? Now, granted, if you came to me in 2014 and you gave me all this facts, I probably would have said, I don't want to hear the facts because I already called him the Grim Reaper. You know why? Because the thing at that moment, those narratives were helping and building Akademiks. It was building, when Axe says this is that. So if you showed me, like, you could have showed me the craziest video back in whatever after I called him the Grim Reaper, like, Lil Reese not like that. He's mad pussy. And I'm like, oh, shit. Well, everybody's fucking with me because I called him the Grim Reaper. I can't expose the nigga to not be the Grim Reaper, so I'ma just chill. That was back then. So, like, now, I don't give a fuck. What the hell? I just posted Lil Reese, terrorizing the homeless. He about to get, roasted. I don't care.
Nah, yeah. Again, it's all love.
Hold
on. Hold up. My bad, bro. Like, I could literally post a picture of me and Reese. Like, you feel me? Like, so I don't mean it on. I
don't clock out.
You're just glazing Reese.
No, wait. I don't clock out. What I'm trying to say is that where 1090 Jake is at, I keep telling y'all 1090 Jake is Warren Chirac when I was back there. I'm not there no more. He's still in that. He's trying to transition out. If 1090 Jake right now in this moment, 1090 Jake cannot go back on anybody he called a snitch and said, I got it wrong. He will lose credibility. He has to stand on it. That's the point I'm trying to tell you. He already said, he already said, Boston Ridgie's a snitch. Bro, if he comes back and say, I was wrong, it looks crazy. Now,
at the end of the day, bro.
Granted, if he surpasses this whole thing, that's why I call Warren Chirac, maybe I don't know, 5 years from now, just like if you ask me, if you're like, would you call Lil Reese the Grim Reaper again? Fuck no. But back then, even if I was hearing some other shit, no, Reese's a Grim Reaper. I stamped it already. Right now, 1090 Jake cannot say Boston Richie he cannot disprove anything he already stamped because that's his credibility. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. At the end of the day, bro, that's a hill he has to die on at this point.
He has to die on that hill.
His credibility is riding on it.
I'm glad you say hill you got to die on. Chat, let's be fucking clear. Remember when I said Lil Reese is a Grim Reaper? I used to say if he tweets you LOL, you die in 48 hours. I literally said that. My nigga, he did it for a few people. It was a hill I had to die on. Nigga, I had to hype it up like them niggas was gonna die. Nigga, he said LOL to me. Nigga, I made a video saying I'm moving to Africa. Nigga, I never went nowhere. But I had to die on that hill. I called him the Grim Reaper. I said when he tweets you LOL, you're dead. Don't you understand? So what I'm trying to say, when you're in that mode and you've already made your name from these things, you can't go back. It's over. I'm telling you. I don't care. 1090
you can always call him the Grim Reaper off of Billy and Mandy. You can say that.
1090 J could say everybody in the world never snitch. He could never go back and say Boston Richie never snitch. Because the moment he does that, people going to be like, nigga, that was that first stamp that we really fuck with you for. Oh, you lied. It's ruining your whole reputation. That's the point I'm trying to make. Everybody silent. All right.
Yeah, but I mean, are we off this topic? We gonna keep it going? What's going on?
Yeah, let's move on, bro.
Yes. All right, cool. I'm gonna mute up for a second. I gotta hit this Blueface shit. Yo, this shit is crazy. I'm gonna hit this Blueface shit, and I got a few more topics. Yo, if 1090J pops in here, or there's a few other topics I'm gonna get back in here for, but just stick around. Y'all niggas don't go nowhere, all right? But I'm gonna mute up.
All right.
All right, chat. Check this out. Yo, this is crazy. So, Blueface and Krishan's kid has now been born. Yes. Blueface went from saying he wasn't the daddy to now basically copping the plea. He is the poppy, okay? Now, here's the thing with all of that. So first and foremost, me and Krishan, we're on live, which by the way, I keep telling you, it was like so ridiculous and so crazy to me. Me and Krishan Rock was on live like literally 6 days before she gave birth. Me and her, we cussed each other out. It was on the guy who owns Zeus's shit. But then she called the guy who owns Zeus, like called his phone, and he gave me the phone, and we were talking. The first thing I had to call out, because I just felt guilty about it. I don't, like, I'm not a doctor or nothing like that, but I was, I had to call out. I said, whoa, wait, what the fuck? I said, yo, she's like 9 months pregnant. Bro, she's smoking a cigarette while talking to me. I said, yo, Krishan, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I want to talk to you and shit. But like, bro, like, what's up with the cigarette shit? And the first thing she cared about was, you not recording, right? And I'm like, I'm not recording you, but like, you're smoking a cigarette while you're fucking 9 months pregnant or whatever you are. And like, she was gloss passing. I'm like, all right, well, clearly Zeus don't care that you're 9 months pregnant. I mean, I'm not no fucking gynecologist or no fucking pediatrician. Fuck it. So we end up having a conversation. And if you ever watched that it was a real quick exchange between me and her. I basically said, well, she called me fat, but I said to her, I said, listen, I feel you're a bad representation of women. But not only that, I felt like you used Blueface and you finessed him for the clout. And what I mean by that is that, hey, listen, I'm not saying Blueface is a perfect guy either, but Blueface sacrificed his career that you could have this career in reality TV / entertainment. And now, I'm not saying I feel bad for Blueface, because I don't, but his career is dead, and at this point, you don't need him, and this is why this toxic shit is happening when y'all have a family. Anyway, she spoke to me on a bunch of stuff. She said, yeah, that's my baby daddy, but I ain't gonna lie, like, to keep it real, I never earned any money. Shit, I'll tell you. She basically said that Blueface made a lot of money off her because she allowed him to keep all the money. Like, it was one of those things where, yeah, they would go to hostings or they would get money, but she would be like, oh, you're my daddy, and she would let him keep all the money, like all the money, and he never gave her any. Now, granted, like, I also do got to put my thinking hat on, because that sounds crazy, right? That sounds like you're robbing someone. But I also heard Blueface say in his response, well, here's the thing. I met you on a reality show called Blue Girls Club. Then I started getting intimate with you, but then I signed you to my quote-unquote label. And here's the thing about, like, especially women, but like most people who you start investing in, they think as soon as they start making money, the money you put into them is already paid off, right? So Blueface, right, was paying for studio time, features, promotion, this and third, just to get her on and popping. Because unfortunately, I know some people might think this is true. Not because Blueface was fucking her means she got popular. So he had to spend some money, or Wack had to spend money. Wack is his manager. Now that she's popping, he's looking at it like, well, you have to pay back the money that I spent to help get you popping. She's not looking at it like that, because have you ever been with a woman that you're dating? Shit, you could, like, she's not thinking about your expenses. She's just thinking about tit for tat. So from what I've heard, he's owed money, but it's not money that, like, he's pimping her. It's like, you're my artist. I spent $700,000 for you to even be in that position. I need my $700,000 back. But of course, Krishan is like, what? You're my man. Like, you're supposed to do this. Like, that $700,000, which Krishan, her disposition is, I left you with $700,000. In reality, that's not what it is. That's his recoupment from trying to get her popular. Now, granted, Krishan Rock is one of the most popular people in social media. She's way more popular than Blueface. He looks like a clown these days. I told him back then, and shit, he wanted to fight me. Shit, we were about to set it up until I seen that nigga like sparring with a bunch of people. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, any boxing company, that nigga Blueface could box. Me and that nigga is not boxing, okay? We'll do MMA before we do boxing. But anyway, me and Blueface, like, we've met a bunch of times. We've always been cool. And now that we're at this place, I think we'll still be cool. Here's the thing, though. He put up this video, and everything I said about the relationship with him and Krishan Rock, he echoed. I told him, bro, at the end of this, remember, I was supporting you as a rapper. She's reality TV. You're going to be less respected in hip-hop. Nobody wants to work with you. And she's going to be more respected, and everybody's going to have sympathy for her because she dealt with an asshole like you. They all look at you like a misogynist. They all look at you like whatever. And he didn't want to believe me until now. And this is where